Welcome to Desai Academy of Class 8th, Chapter number 2, Microorganisms, Friends and Foe. In our previous video, we discussed that how microorganisms are helping in medical field or in especially in medicines. You want videos of this chapter, then search our playlist. You will get all the videos of this chapter. So next topic is of this chapter is called as a vaccine. Next chapter is what a vaccine is there. So what is vaccine, how it works against diseases, so what is the difference between antibiotics or antibiotics and vaccines, you have to study in detail, right? So when disease carrying micro enters our body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. Okay, so here whenever the microorganisms or microbes enter into our body, so our body produces antibodies. So whenever microorganisms enter in our body, to protect our body from the microorganisms, the body will produce what antibodies. So whenever the microorganisms invade, here the word is used as a invader. Invader means what? They are entering into our body, they are attacking our body, that terms invader, right? So to protect microorganisms, our body will produce what antibodies. Remember that our body produces which antibodies. So the body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. Okay, when the body enters, the microorganisms enters in the body, our body will produce antibodies, correct? And the body, the antibodies remembers that, or a body remembers that. So when you will enter into the body, how will enter into the body, and how to kill that microbe, that all type of information is remembered by the body. If that same microorganisms entering into the body in next time, so these antibodies released suddenly, and the microorganisms is killed by antibodies very quickly. So due to this only they will remember the information of that particular microorganism enter into our body, right? Understood? Okay. So if dead or weakened microbes are introduced into a healthy body, means if dead or weakened, fully completely weakened or a dead microorganism introduced in a healthy person body, the body fights and kills the invading bacteria by producing suitable antibodies. Okay, if the body, in the human body or in any particular living body, we are introduced the dead or a weakened bacteria into the body, our body will produce antibodies, and these antibodies will kill the microorganism with producing suitable antibodies. So for example, if dead or weakened microorganisms are introduced into the any body, that body provides some antibodies according to the which microorganism enter into the body. The antibodies remains in the body and we are protected. So whatever the antibodies are produced in our body, that will protect from the diseases. So that main function of antibodies is to provide the safety from the microorganisms. It will kills and it will fight with the microorganisms and will protect from that diseases. What antibodies, the main function of antibodies is what? Only it will protect our body by killing or fighting with the microbes. Understood? This is the main function of antibodies. From the disease causing microbes forever, this is how vaccine works. Several diseases including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox and hepatitis can be prevented by vaccinations. Okay, so how this vaccine will work against the diseases. Okay, vaccine will remembers the disease coming into the body, and they will kills and fought with the microorganisms, and they will kills and they protect as okay, this is the how vaccine will work. For example, several kind diseases are cured by the vaccine. For example, cholera disease and tuberculosis and smallpox, these are the disease cured by the vaccination. So we already in the childhood we are taking the vaccination of what, smallpox and polio. These are the some kind of diseases we can prevent from taking the vaccination in early ages only, right? They will prevent and they kill the microorganisms, and they will not cause or they will not harm to the any body. So vaccine prevents the which type of disease? Cholera disease, tuberculosis disease, and smallpox are diseased by the, or smallpox disease are prevented by the what, vaccinations. By taking different types of vaccination, all type of disease will be what, controlled or killed or stopped by the vaccination. Okay, who was the scientist who discovered the vaccination for smallpox? Means you can say that Edward Jenner. Edward Jenner is the first scientist who discovered the vaccine for smallpox in the year of 1798. Remember that Edward Jenner is the scientist discovered the vaccine for what, smallpox. Which scientist? Edward Jenner is the scientist who discovered the vaccination for what, smallpox. Edward Jenner is the scientist which discovered the vaccine for which disease? Smallpox in 1798. Remember that. This is the important point. In your childhood, you must have been given injections to protect yourself against several diseases. Okay, already I discussed that, like polio diseases and hepatitis diseases. In a childhood only, the injections is given by the what, NGOs or by the government with a free of cost. That will prevent the what, damaging or disease causing diseases by the vaccinations, right? Every year the polio vaccination is given to the newborn baby, right? This is a lot free of cost is given by the government. Can you prepare a list of these diseases you may take help of from your parents, right? So these are the vaccinations given by the government with a free of cost to cure from these kind of diseases. It is essential to protect all children against these diseases. What is the main function, or what is the main criteria, or why the government are giving a vaccination free of cost? Means the government want to completely remove these diseases, especially for children, right? Necessary vaccines are available in the nearby hospitals. Okay, so these types of vaccines are available in hospitals as well as and they are also coming to your home, and or in particular place they are staying, and they are giving a vaccination to the what, children. You might have seen the advertisement of TV and newspaper regarding protection of children against polio under the pulse polio program, right? We can see the several mega superstars and superstars, hero and heroines advertising about a pulse polio program, right? So every year this program is done in entire India. So they will provide polio for the children with free of cost to drop out or to reduce the polio disease in children. So they are giving free vaccination to all kind of children or all peoples with no discrimination. The government is giving a free of cost vaccine for polio, so to remove the polio disease in children. This is why the vaccination is very important for children in childhood. A worldwide campaign against smallpox has finally led to its eradication from most parts of the world. Okay, so giving a free of cost vaccination for smallpox in entire world nowadays, in entire world, in current situation, the smallpox is completely vanished. Here the word is eradication is used here. The eradication is meaning is what? It is removed, or removed, or what, vanishes, right? So giving smallpox vaccination for children, so nowadays no one can see the smallpox, and if that comes also means it will not causes the death to the children. This is why vaccination is very important in a childhood. These days vaccines are made on a large scale from microorganisms to protect humans and other animals from several diseases. Okay, this vaccination is not work only for the humans, but vaccinations are also given for animals and human beings to protect diseases. Okay, especially in animal husbandry, all animals are given a vaccine to prevent several kind of diseases in dairy farming, poultry farming. Okay, in this the mainly they provide the vaccine for the animals to protect from variety kind of diseases. From this both animals and human beings are protected from variety kind of diseases, and they can have healthy life. So this is about what vaccination. And next will in next topic we'll discussing about soil fertility. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.